This is mythos. This is tradition. Fables and legends enlightened with wisdom. Gods and goddesses. Men and beast. Hope and fear. Unite.
一晩中叫んでもまだ届かない冷たいね凍える Alright. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. Cool. I think we should have everything in place here. Alright, all good. Okay, good. Alright, let's begin. Might need to download. Do we need... No? No. Okay, we're good. Hello everyone, and welcome to Goza-san on the Decks with your host Goza-san, and today we are going to continue playing Genshin Impact version 5.6. So we know what is going on with Albedo. And so we are going to play his story quest. And I've also just received word from some people about the latest event that there is a high amount of English VA work for this particular event, which is good. So that means we can actually tweak some of the settings that we have for future future playthroughs and streams of the different events that are happening over this particular update. So what we can do is Albedo, or we'll play Albedo's character quest. And then initially we wanted the new event to be played in the CNVA, but since there is a high amount of ENVA, a good amount, we will use the ENVA for this particular for the event itself, and then we will change back into the Chinese VA for the interlude quests themselves. So that is going to be the plan for the next few streams. Whether or not I'll be playing the interlude, I think I'll be playing the interlude first, because there is a boss locked behind the interlude quest. So that will be important to actually get through and play for future characters. So that will be something that we need to work on. Whirling Waltz, now available. Okay. Kinish holding a cup. Treasured above all. Okay, yes, this one I've done. So in yesterday's stream, I was doing Escoffier's character quests, which I have since completed. We now have enough materials such that we don't need to farm it. But that leaves then the question of Aoife. And for Aoife, we do need to kill the fire rock snake. Where is it? And I think it's this one, Lava Dragon Statue. I think it's the one. We need about 26, so we only need to kill the boss one more time, so let's actually get that one done. And the boss is heavily focused on getting burned down anyway, so we want to try and get that one up and running. So we're going to use a different team setup specifically for this boss. And there goes the Hieroclus. Okay, so for Aoife, for this particular setup, not this one. Okay, we will. Kazuha is fine. Silali is fine. We'll keep Farina on because we do need some of the healing, and Farina is good for healing.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
We'll put Nahida into the picture so that she can continue to burn the enemy. Kazuha is fine. You'll just swirl the pyro. Okay. Alright, let's deploy. Technically, Nahida will work better if Kazuha was another pyro character. We could throw in Benny. Yep.
I won't hold you back. Much.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Do 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 do.
I see everything.
I'm going in.
Ow.
Adventure time.
The show begins.
Let's ride. Rev the engines. Incinerate.
Committed to memory.
Ow. Gotta get out of there.
Grow.
Let's ride. Try and stop me. Wrath from the sky. Incinerate.
Sharing my knowledge.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Rise with the sun.
Rocking.
Everyone hold hands.
Off we go. Let's ride. Full throttle.
Oh, brilliant!
Everybody stand back. Light it up. Pyroclastic surge. Let's ride. Burn it down. Incinerate.
I see everything.
Out of the way. Let's ride. Rev the engines. Incinerate. Wrath from the sky.
Hey,
Teamwork is dreamwork. Rise with the sun. Full throttle. Get out of here.
That was a bit slow. That was not my best. HP of 24. Okay, alright. Well, let's get out of here. We should have all we need for now. Alright, cool. So, let's check through our dailies. Which reminds me, I need to go and put back my seed collector. Seed. Where's my seed? Okay. Whipsies. Okay. Pick up. See if we can pick up a few more along the way. There's a bunch of them heading into Masters of the Night Wind.
Light it up! Full throttle!
Guess not. I think it's on the floor. That we'll be able to get
Try and stop me!
a few more around here. Okay, couple more. Another one here, another two here. Then we'll go down. Okay, heading downstairs. Okay, so should be a few around here. 1, 2, maybe around 3. Okay, gotta get these spores. Good. Okay, so we should have enough for now. Let's see. Where do we want to go now? 143. Let's cash out on our battle pass first. Like that. So we need to go through Trans-Domain. The Trans-Domain we'll capture later. The Leyline Deposit Challenge we will like to cash in as well. So for this, for the Leyline Deposit Challenge, we need money, and we're out of money at this point in time. Yeah, 810,000. It's not a lot of money to go through. However, one thing that we do like to do heading forward is to upgrade the talents for Escoffier. Let's do that for now. Actually, we need materials. Okay. So
Exploration and
we look up Fontaine. Let's see. Probably next time. Natlan. We've got I don't really feel like farming Natlan. We already have a bunch of stuff from Natlan anyway. I would probably most likely farm from either Sumeru or from... Actually, one of the things that we do need to farm...
Miles.
Okay, give me a second here. Okay, so we do need a few more barrel conches. Barrel conches are all underwater stuff. Aoife.
Huh?
A Soren Claws. I have a bunch of those, so I don't need to care about him. Kakuku.
Hey, get out! Cuckoo!
Okay. Okay.
Adventuring is right up my alley.
Right now, the main issue about Barrel Conscious is that they're underwater, and there's no like ley line systems underwater that we necessarily can go into. And in terms of quests, the Hook's Unexpected Adventure. Okay, let's go do this one. Ah, the Hook. Okay, the guy who can't seem to catch fish at all. He just catches other things other than fish. Other things which are pretty important, to be honest. Sacre bleu. It is time to go. Do 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 do. Treacherous transport. Don't tell me someone's fighting over that. Oh, okay. No, it's the treasure hoarders.
I see everything.
Rev the engines!
The wrong test. Subject.
Haha. Note to self, change characters. Okay, so there's some meat growing around here. Or did he just leave? Okay, Zaitun Peach. No, can't see anything. Right. Lost track of everything. Okay. And it should be around here somewhere. The Hook is ready. Please try the new bait again, Mr. Kavan. I've done it so many times, but the results are just the same as before. Huh? Why are you two fishing together again? Aveler, we meet again. Hello, you two. Have you found out why the fish refused to take the bait? Did you learn anything from the researchers? No. A researcher and I tried methods like modifying the fishing rod, adjusting the bait, and improving our techniques. We tried so many different bodies of water and angles. I even tried fishing in a pond full of fish. But no matter what I did, I could only fish up things that aren't fish. Don't worry, Mr. Kavan. Didn't that researcher promise to keep researching? He'll definitely determine the reason behind all this for us. See, he even designed a new bait for you, and he wants me to stay here with you and record every detail about your fishing process down. I hope he really succeeds. But until then, I'll just continue fishing my way. If you would, traveler, could you get me some more material for bait? What sort of materials do you need this time? Let me think. Special sweet flower. There's a place with pretty good sweet flowers. I'll mark it out on your map. I hope you'll be able to catch a fish today. I'm feeling pretty good today. It probably won't take me long to catch something once I get the materials and make some bait. He's forever getting stuff which is not fish, I feel.
Burn it down!
I think we have to go up.
Light it up!
Okay, somewhere here, right? So many monsters here. I'll have to take them down first.
Everyone hold hands.
Rise with the sun!
Got it. Need to go and heal. Do 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 do. Okay. Let's fly back. Alright, here we go. The bait this time requires sunsetia, wheat, and a special sweet flour. Did you get them all? Submit. 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 Sweet flowers of this kind hold some appeal for monsters such that they would willingly collect them. Okay. Okay, give. Alright. Not bad. Now it's time to fish. I'm gonna catch a big one this time. Begins fishing. Catches a wet package, a short one. Let me have a look. Huh? Things in here. They seem like lost items again. Again? We've been fishing ever since Mr. Kaivan and I went to that researcher to modify our bait. But Mr. Kaivan still fishes some strange things every single time. Including lost items, or from the bottom of the river, packages that fell off ships. Even some adventurer who accidentally fell into the water once grabbed onto Mr. Kaivan's fishing line to get out of the water. But we just can't catch any fish. My fishing career has come to its end. Mr. Kaivan, cheer up. Look, the owner of this thing is definitely anxious. He'll definitely be overjoyed that you fished it up. We may even be compensated and when we take these lost items back to the Adventurers Guild. But I really just really want to catch a fish. I just want to catch fish. Isn't it so hard to understand? Okay. Okay, so what's our next step? We could go for money, go for Mora. We could go down and hunt some stuff down for experience. I think experience is probably the way to go.
What a wild and desolate sight. Allow me to grant you the blessing of water.
Okay, so we will put in seat
I'm never late.
and we'll swap this out for a Kazuha.
Sounds good to me.
Let's go. First, our usual killing.
Let's begin.
Showering with praise. Fulfill our path.
The wind knows it.
Light it up! Ha!
Dead.
This is it.
Easy. Okay. Oh, Captain Zoya Schnes, very nice. Okay, let's
Rise with the sun.
roll out.
Strike a pop.
Into the wind.
Sha. Yeah. Sa.
That's a lot of damage.
The wind knows me.
Sha. Sa. Sha.
Into the wind.
Enough. Didn't trigger anything too. All good. Okay, good. Let's keep it going. Keep booking along the line. Oh god.
Shower me with praise.
And then explode.
Get to work.
One with nature.
Light it up. Show no mercy.
The wind knows me.
Light up
Nuke
the blazing
incoming.
sun.
Alright, good. Let's keep going. Right. Let's check it.
Well, get to work. You are not welcome. Burn it down.
I'm getting sick of this game.
Incinerate.
Your coming was foretold. Bloom as the flowers in
Show no mercy.
Into the wind.
Nuke incoming.
the eternal oasis at long last.
Off yourself if you wanted to go into the eternal oasis. Let's keep going. Alright. Another round. Let's go. Snakes.
The wind knows me.
Okay, that's one. Ah, there's other.
You two. Time to end the.
As one with wind and cloud.
Rise with the sun.
Incoming.
Ah.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Mystery meat. Any more? Nope. Okay. Exhausted that side. Now we can go the right side. We don't have any of that. Okay, so we'll just wait there. 65. So we'll go here. Or we could. Let's see something first. Okay, so level up. Okay, then level this up. Okay, level up. Base stat increase is actually crit rate, which is actually quite interesting.
Mastery isn't just about raw strength, but learning to control and account for different variables. I can feel myself getting better at that by the day.
Okay. How much more of this do we need? Okay, alright. Level. Very expressive tales. 3, okay. Level up. Okay. We'll need more experience certs. So, I guess we can move here first, and then see where we go from there. If not, we go Inazuma. Inazuharu. That area is not really good stuff that I want. And Tatarasuna is going to be a long-winded fight. Probably not. Okay, mushrooms it is. Either that or the Tanit. Let's go. The Eremites. Oh yeah, I need berries as well. No idea how many berries I still need.
Fulfill our pact! Light it up!
Bomb. Okay.
Show no mercy!
Into the wind.
You
Light up the
incoming.
blazing sun!
Okay, good. Let's keep it going.
Burn it down! Shower me with praise! Get to work! Light it up!
Incoming. I actually need more Ruin Guard parts, actually. Alright, let's keep going. Geronimo! Okay, down here.
Strike a pact! Fulfill our pact!
The wind knows me.
Rise with the sun!
Oh.
Yeah! Show no mercy!
Into the wind.
Full throttle! Incinerate!
The wind knows me.
There's nothing.
Get to work!
Come on.
Light up the blazing sun! Incinerate!
120,000 damage. Thank you very much. But definitely, Mawika can deal more damage than this. And I feel that she has the capacity to really put a nail in the coffin. Okay, let's keep going.
Light it up!
we are gonna go up first.
Burn it down!
Alright. And striking distance. I like not. Uh-oh. Too close to explosives. Bring them over.
Fulfill our pact! Sha! Ha! Sha! Ha! Yeah!
Oi. Come over here, noobs.
Into the wind.
Get to work! Show him you thing!
The wind knows me.
Haha. No explodo, okay? No siree, Bob. Okay, the explosives are gone. Alright, we're pretty good. Now, with that done, we can now check out. Oh, actually, first things first. I need to get some more, what is it called? Spectre parts. So, let's go hunt that Spectre cache in that area first, before we move on.
Strike a pose!
Actually,
Fulfill our pact!
Into the wind.
Rise with the sun!
One with nature.
Eat Lolline! Eat Papa! Get him!
Pyroclastic surge!
ow.
Incinerate!
Show no mercy!
And they all exploded. Very good. I like getting the nuclei.
Burn it down!
No. It singed them. Hello. Alright.
Into the wind.
Try and stop me!
Alright. They all died. Okay, now we can go to Sumeru City. Dry humor. Holy sheesh. Okay, cash out my dailies. Line collector. Okay.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions.
Considering that one of the things that is going to happen with us soon is that we are going to reach adventure rank 60. We want to go and plan a little something in order to celebrate that achievement. And I think the one that quite a bunch of people actually do is that they actually try and find
Ad Astra
what was it? The strange hilly troll and try and kill him as the last thing before they actually reach adventure rank 60. And that'll be an interesting proposition to celebrate. Okay, cool. Now that we have completed this and we've completed the dailies, we have 5 acquaint fate. Let's see now. What are we missing?
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Checking what else needs to clear out for the weekly missions is just mostly the furnishings and the trans domains. Once we clear out those domains, we should be done. Okay, one thing, as I said, one thing that we're going to do is we're going to do Albedo's story quest. Princeps Cretaceous. Alright, let's go. The Rumored Alchemist. You arrive at Timaeus Alchemy Store in Mondstadt one day to stock up on adventuring supplies. But here, you encounter someone altogether unexpected. Alright, let's get it going. Alright, let's go find Timaeus.
This is Fatui territory, you hear?
Fatui territory. Lyudmila. Sucrose. What's Sucrose doing here?
Huh? Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
Wait, are these two... Oh! Hello, Traveler in Paimon. Pardon me, are you looking for Timaeus?
No, just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book over there.
Thanks. No worries, we're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
Aren't we, Traveler? No need to trouble you, Super.
I guess it's no surprise coming from the one who repelled Storm Terror. Actually, since it's you, I bet you're someone who'd be able to help Albedo.
There's that name again. Albedo. You and Timaeus mentioned him the last time we met, right? Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt?
Not a name I'm familiar with.
Apologies. I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher.
Timaeus and my teacher.
But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher?
Yes. He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems.
Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal.
Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face.
Not sure someone as smart as him could use my help. Yeah.
I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Can he make Paimon stronger?
Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. But if Albedo wants to pay Paimon back for helping him, a few more might settle the score.
Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best.
Hey, stop worrying. We got this.
Traveler observation report.
Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous once she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all researchers are like? Anyway, let's go and look for Albedo.
My apologies. I don't really know how else to describe him. If I could sketch you his portrait, I would. But my pencil strokes are no match for his.
Wait, let me...
Nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial.
Okay, better get some stuff. A little bit of salt. Some onion. Definitely need some milk. Tomato. Cabbage. We have plenty of that. Potato, not so much. And wheat, okay. Alright, so one thing I need to do is I need to I don't. No, not this one. Whirling waltz. Just gonna check the story quest real quick. Number of keys have reached the max. Okay. Alright. Let's head to Dragon Spine. Hey, Kale! Yay! Yearning. Okay, so delicious pani puri.
Take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Give me a second. Quest. Alright, let's head to Dragon Spine. Mint seeds at maximum. Stevens. Harris, the chef. Anything new here? No. That's fine.
A single sword is more than enough.
Orban. And don't waste my time. Joseph and Joel.
About this, Daddy. Does it help you remember?
Has things been recently? Like snowmen? Yeah, like snowmen. Joseph. How you been doing? Been fine. Fox snowman. A fox snowman, eh? Da, 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 da. That goes the other way. Huh. It seems Rosaria is here. Interesting.
Sister Rosaria!
And Barbara.
So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
Rosaria.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Rosaria is being mean to Barbara.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Huh?
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
This is back when Rosaria was first released. I don't know exactly when Rosaria was released.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
We'll break out the cats then. Time for the important way forwards.
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
We're looking for Albedo.
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
As far as sisters go, you're fairly mysterious.
I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Alright, let's go check it out.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Treasure hoarder. Are you alright? This place is terrifying. I know our reputation's like around here. Well, if that's what we are, then we should act the part. I'm an elite member to vote. A matter of pride. Okay, let's eat a hearty meal. Okay, let's go.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Keep going. Thank you, letter. He wrote it.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
Huh?
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
One with nature.
Rise with the sun! Rev the engines! Incinerate!
Denied, noobs.
Light it up!
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm alright. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Okay, we will need to do some of these commissions for the tree later. Okay, keep going. Okay. Albedo.
Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilichurls? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
Okay, we're good.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been ashamed to leave these particular hilichurls unfinished.
We were painting, like Charles. But we were painting a landscape.
What's up with painting hilichurls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Very... why does it look like it's a hilichurl with body ears?
Wow, look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilichurls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
He just ups and goes.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
Yeah, Rosaria's been always been a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct?
Ooh, worthy of your scholarly reputation.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously.
How can I help you?
Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa. You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
Alchemy really is miraculous.
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
I'm an object of research?
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
What's in it for me?
More, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. How does that sound? Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Eh? Rosaria.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
First experiment. Elements. Okay, we'll head to the test site first.
Burn it down!
Strike a pose! Fulfill our pact!
The wind knows me.
Ah,
Koi. Wow. Alright, here we are.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
That's what I want to know.
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
You sure know how to keep Paimons on board.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at.
So let me guess. Does this kid like to produce bombs?
The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person. How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard.
Now we're getting meta.
Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature.
If I had a fourth stomach, I would be eating way more than Paimon would ever be.
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
What a stupid question. Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
No. It's emergency food.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
I caught Paimon with a fishing rod.
Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick.
Huh?
Or cause the waterfall south of Springfield to flow backwards.
Wait, what?
No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Ooh.
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Batted around by hydro mimics.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Oh no.
Get to work! Light it up! Light up the blazing sun!
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
Just a bit cold.
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Will it make my stomach swirl? Will it crystallize in my stomach? Okay, what else can we put? Will I end up exploding? Actually, twice. That's possibly twice. Will I generate a lot of steam all of a sudden? Will I suddenly burst into flames? And or produce a lot of seeds in very weird fashions?
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
Uh-oh.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
That's not very reassuring.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test.
I hope you're right.
Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign.
Okay. Health checkup then.
Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
Fulfill our pact!
One with nature.
Rise with the sun!
Okay.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish.
a bit of polish.
What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Okay, so just want to check what it says. It's the same. Looks similar to regular star silver, but upon closer inspection by Albedo, it can be used as an alchemical catalyst.
Burn it down!
Okay, here it is. This is base camp. Ah, Timaeus is here.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses, perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
Rational. I wouldn't have thought even Paimon and I were more closely related.
Consider, you don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements.
Uh-oh. Are you calling me a big slime?
Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisvine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world... Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Phylogenetic relationship. Phylogenetic relationship. Let me check that.
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great. I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you.
You sure you won't explode into a million crystallized pieces?
In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Timaeus.
Doesn't sound very rigorous. Surely there's another approach.
I've just tried some. It's in line with my expectations. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Uh-oh.
I'll be noting down all observable results and data points.
Okay. Well, Bottoms up. Here we go. Oh god, I'm burning. I'm burning. I'm burning.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face.
It's burning a bit. You drank this?
You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What's happened to her?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig.
And what about the rest of you?
Perhaps it's just scholarly self-assurance, and it certainly speeds things up.
I'm gonna have to call Moira about this.
In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion.
Uh-oh.
As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Well, that's boring.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
I think you might be referring to something in particular.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough?
I feel like there's another layer of meaning to your words.
To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up.
Suck up.
What Paimon meant to say was... That's the spirit! Mr. Albedo, say something!
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to... prepare something. Wait one moment.
Uh-oh.
If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
An elemental life form from another world. As soon as we have strong evidence, this may end up subverting a lot of alchemical theories. Albedo's research will see huge progress.
Let's hope you're right about that. Shelf packed with books and potions. Looks like the owner has a habit of reading and researching potions simultaneously. So read and understand at the same time. Observed table. Looks like an alchemy work table. Some potions and other apparatus are laid out here. Are these what Albedo uses to investigate the world? It wouldn't hurt to touch it. Would it? A board with some incomprehensible experimental reports stuck onto it. Still, you can tell that progress is being made on those experiments.
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
Okay, let's check in.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting?
And things aren't very organized.
Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put them all in order. Still, experiments come first.
Wow.
Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone.
Worlds may exist where only one person is able, or even everyone. Talking about manipulate the elements.
So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment.
I drank my fill, thanks.
No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
Huh? Paimon, you give it a shot.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation.
Alchemists certainly have active... Surely you're not just peckish.
I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising.
Oh, well, deadpan science is the best science, I guess.
Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Mad scientist.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I'll save you a fin or two.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
That's mean to Timaeus.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results.
Not yet. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Increase all party members' shield strength by 20 and 30%. So it's a defensive. Sunshine Sprat. Gently fried fish dish. Okay. Alright, let's do this normally. Okay, we'll leave it at there for now. Into restaurants of great class.
That was fast.
I mean, testing the results. Give. Nom 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 nom.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened.
You just wanted to eat it.
And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
You're Paimon's new favorite.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago!
Paimon taking L's left and right.
But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment.
Okay.
There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch.
Wait, you want us to do cleanup?
I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look.
There should be some elemental traces on the lost items.
Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight!
An interesting term. Compelling.
Compelling.
See what you can find. I'll be over here.
Electromar.
This must be electrohypostasis powder!
Here it is.
The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it! Still in one piece! Good thing the vial's so strong!
Alright, let's cash in.
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks.
Big thanks.
I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep! Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, Getting these items back? I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
How do I get off this train?
In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
No.
And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
And jump from here and landed on that cliff. No.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her?
One punch!
Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
The world. Life.
An elemental life form from another world. Albedo's research will see huge progress.
Okay. Alright, let's keep it going. I should rate Albedo's base camp. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Ruined Garden.
Rise with the sun! Wrath from the skies!
Oh, he's dead.
What a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
We go down here. Where does this actually lead? Observe. Snow whipped across the skies. The pillar that fell from the heavens was riven in 3. Yeah, this is really tiring. Activating this many tablets should do it. Right? Come on, traveler. Let's check out that place with that super huge door again. So this was the last tablet that I was missing all this time. Okay. I'm just gonna do a quick check down the hill and see where the heck this lands. Probably nowhere useful is the answer to that question. Okay, let's go back here. Later we'll go back up the hill and actually check out what needs to be checked out. We have to go up high. Up. Cryo crystal fly.
I'm tired already.
Burn it down!
Okay. Okay, here we are.
You want us to jump from up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
We better have a better method.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research.
Less stressful than the superpower part, I guess.
Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Okay. Alright, Beto. What you think?
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, Traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway. If it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting.
What else have you researched this thoroughly?
I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own.
Huh?
The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence.
Uh-oh.
Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
Third experiment. Let's go for a little fishing.
Yeah, you nearly got him! Whoa, nice catch!
These frosty customers are a little rare to pick up.
Victory is almost ours! Whew, that was a tough fight!
Okay, cool. Snow Strider. Alright, let's bail out. It is time.
Strike a pose! Get to work!
Into the wind.
Light it up! Incinerate!
Okay, cool. Knock this. Knock this. Where are we? 518. Okay, so we got a few more star silvers here to mine. Oh no, it's getting cold.
Burn it down! Fulfill our pact!
Clouds high. The birds come.
Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun!
Time to buckle down. The end of our legacy. One with nature. Time to go.
Oh, no wonder we're shut down. Okay. Alright. Let's reset. Okay. Alright, let's... We gotta go down here. Let's go through here and go down. Maybe Maybe we might be able to find something. What's this?
Light it up!
Okay, so that's the pool that was cleaned up by me. There were some hidden treasures in there, which I've already cleaned out, so nothing left to do. There's a something here. Okay, running down the hill.
Something to add to my collection.
Okay, let's heat up a bit. Some form of never melt for this. Okay. Oh, let's do this.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
Wouldn't a written test suffice?
I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center.
Okay.
As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe.
And where there's a will, there's a way.
Remember that this is a test of intellect. So should you get lucky in any way, that won't be factored in as part of the test. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like. Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Hip.
I'm tired already.
Shower me with praise!
Burn it down!
That was random. Okay, so we have another Sealy over there.
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I need one more Sealy somewhere. Huh. There's like these star conches here. All right. Hi. Okay, Sealy. Get. I drown.
Take me up. Incoming.
Light it up!
Strike a pose. Sha!
Yeah, he didn't get a chance. Can't see where he is. Okay, alright. Alright, Sealy's done.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey, explaining things is Paimon's job.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this?
I feel like I've seen this before.
To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Tibet. They've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
See you soon. I take it I'm smart enough.
Paimon's kind of looking forward to seeing the result of all this brain, eh? Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
Nah.
What? You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor.
What? What kind of ulterior motives do you think he has?
Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous potions? Participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high she can't even see over the top of it.
I was just helping him with his research.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
Okay.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it! And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy!
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing.
Huh?
In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
You came here to be sure, so you must have your ways of assuring yourself.
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
Ooh. See, now this is where it gets interesting. Once we hit the Archon Quest interlude, it will be interesting to see how this will actually play out. Because the Archon Quest interludes are usually quite long and take up a lot of time.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
Maybe she's just sensitive.
Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
Let's take a quick snapshot. Hehe. Alright. How are you doing reading a novel at this stage? Okay, so our main challenge is to get back to base camp.
Rise like smoke. Huh. Huh.
something going on over there on the other side.
Full throttle!
Right, so transmission. Do 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 do. Hey.
Go on, take them. I'll thank the stars for you later.
Gotcha. Okay, so 96% on Dragon Spine. Actually, before we continue this idea. Yao Guang Shoal.
Shower me with get to work! Burn it down!
I do need some star conscious. I don't really have a lot of star
The
conscious.
show begins!
Show no mercy!
Into the wind.
Light it up! Fulfill our pact!
Heh blown up. And we got nothing here. Oh god. Meow.
Show no mercy! May I present?
The wind knows.
Rise with the sun!
Dead. Okay. Alright. Anything we're missing here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's head back to base camp.
Wow.
Do 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 do. Alright, here we are. Timaeus.
Sorry, there's been a lot of issues with the research. Many of the inferences I collated just don't tally with the data from the experiments. On the other hand, some of the conclusions that Albedo derived from his own intuition have been borne out by the facts. I'm just glad that we've seen some progress, so, no reason to be dejected. Albedo said I did a good job. If you want to hear the results in detail, you'd be better talking to him. I've got work to do.
Interesting. Alright, Albedo.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Quite literally by a sister.
I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
Huh? That's it?
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders?
Only the gods would know.
I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
So short-lived.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
I wonder how my brother is.
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you.
Aww.
Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom.
So, I'm a helpful specimen?
I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Even if you just want some company, sure. Find me anytime.
Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling her how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
Maybe that's the kicker for our little interlude.
You know what? The Windbloom Festival should be coming up. We haven't been to Mondstadt in a while. Come on, let's go check up on all our old friends.
And this is where we start that quest now. Paralogism. Interlude Chapter 4. Okay, so we have unlocked the Archon quest for Interlude Chapter 4. So this will be interesting to see how it actually plays out. Let's go back to a base camp again. It's increased once more. You helped him out, and that's what matters. His artwork is still there. Nothing left to look at. Okay, so with that done, we should be ready to get through that particular world quest soon. One thing I would like to do is finish off these last few things here.
Trials. Adventuring is right up my alley. Light it up! Rise with the sun!
Let's go up. Now let's go down here first. Let's clear out that particular commission first.
Nice and cool. Natland doesn't have places like this.
Okay. Alright, time trial. Nemo particles. Okay, Crimson Wish completed. And now we continue on this way. Okay.
Light it up! Rise with the sun! Try and stop me!
Wind strike.
Okay, that did.
to the wind.
Okay, let's head back up. Cool down. It's up there. Gotta get up there.
Rise with the sun!
Yoo-hoo! Get to work!
One with nature. Burn it down!
Okay, that's good. Grab this. Grab you. We've already gone through here already. Okay, so one thing left to do. Right.
Whoa! I've never seen this stuff before. Fulfill our pact! Watch out!
Hey, I did it the brute force way. Okay, the brute force way. Alright, let's go get that tree. Alright. Frost-bearing tree, we are 8 out of 10. The Crimson Wish refreshes in 2 days and 2 hours. So we'll just have to wait until then. In the meantime, some top stone gate. Yes, there is one more thing we need to do. We need to go and check out that last place. That final mystery. Down here. Okay. Let's go. Its soul and star silver its bones, but the one who could wield it, the ice-breaking outlander, Imunlao. Ice-breaking outlander.
Rise with the sun! Light it up!
Oh. Wow. Snow-tombed star silver. Glacial steel. Hey, an opponent. So it's physical damage bonus. Base attack. Hey, an opponent with normal attack and charge attacks have a 60% chance of forming and dropping an Everfrost icicle above them. Opponents affected by cryo are instead dealt damage equal to 200% of attack. Can only occur once every 10 seconds. Physical damage bonus. So this is probably going to be, if I had Eula, then this is definitely going to be a weapon that Eula would want. And that would be more of a physical damage, shatter sort of attack. But I think in terms of Claymore, actually, okay, let's look for Claymores again. So if we look at our Claymores at the moment, this one's Elemental Mastery, Energy Recharge. This one, the Skyrider Greatsword is physical damage bonus. This one increases attack by 10%. Normal attack or charge attack increases attack. This one, it's dealing a flat amount of damage. So this one's quite interesting. If I had Eula, Eula would love this particular weapon.
Hey, not a bad haul.
Memory of the Entombed City. This memory, you can master the method to make a snow-tombed star silver. Okay, so that's the weapon. That is the weapon that we can craft. All right, we've done quite a bit of mining already around the grounds, so we do have like a 97% clear rate, which is good. So that means we've done more or less everything that needs to be done in Dragon Spine, barring maybe a one or chest here or there that might be missing. Yeah, we've done all we can for Dragon Spine itself. Okay, which is good. That means we have done well. Some odd reason though, the Bright Crown Mountains being 82%, it triggers me a bit. I'm not quite sure why. Okay. Alright. We have 20 cost. Okay, so what can we do now? I guess can continue to fight some enemies. We have 20 resin. Might as well use that resin. Okay. Oh god, it's under. Oh god, I'm underground. Okay. The heck? Wait, how did I miss a chest here? This would lead me upstairs, I believe.
Show no mercy! Get to work! Burn it down! Blink! The more, the merrier!
Okay.
Fulfill our path!
Into the wind.
Light it up! Try and stop me!
What annoyance.
Incinerate!
The wind knows me. So quiet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is something that I haven't really cashed out yet.
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
Meh. Sometimes you actually miss a fair few things. Only we can fly out there. Just fight this one. Just get some more and be done with it. I think that will be the last thing we do for this particular stream.
What a wild and desolate sight. Allow me to grant you the blessing of water.
Elena. And stomp.
Strike it up! Get to work!
One with nature.
Pyroclastic
Nuke
surge!
incoming.
Rev the engines!
Let's end this quickly, Killjoy. We've only just begun. Looks like I guess this is it.
Okay, cool. Nice, cashed out. Okay, that's it for us today, I think. Let's do one last thing. That is to level Escoffier. Okay, level up. Not enough. Okay. Let's get back to Sumeru City.
with the sun!
Okay, we need to get some cryo. Okay, 5, 6, craft. Okay, we have 1. I need more. This isn't enough. Besides, I need to level her up a bit more from there. So only having 3 chunks is not enough. We need 9 chunks if we want to level her up to level 80.
I can see it. The golden point in time when form and flavor combine for maximum effect. The most efficient pathways for the transmission of flavor. The subtle acoustics as you bite into a dish, and how they can enhance that experience.
Weapons. Now we need to change her weapons. I guess we could put in some. I guess we can put in a Favonius Lance for as a start. Was there anything else that would be good? Okay. Increase attack and movement speed for 10 seconds when using elemental skill. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she can use that. Besides, she's a pretty good applier for cryo. This is one of the things that people sort of were using as part of a recommendation. Okay, so that's fine. We already have all the notes for the attack increase, and the only thing that's missing is energy recharge. And if we look at our energy recharge, it's 141.6. If she's going to work in a freeze team, a pure freeze team, she's going to need just about 150, 160. She doesn't really need that much energy cost. Okay. In any case, let's do the needful. Okay, that's 4. Most important thing is her elemental skill that needs leveling. Okay. Alright, cool, good. I think she's pretty much ready to rumble. Okay. Right. So, that is it for me today. Thank you guys for watching the stream. If you like what you see, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all those good things. If you have any recommendations or feedback or suggestions to improve the stream, do let me know in the comments. I'm happy to hear them and take them into account for my next streams. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. The next one we would... I think we will do the interlude quest. Yeah, we will be doing the interlude quest. We will do the interlude quest using the Chinese voice VAs, Chinese voices. And then after we do the interlude quest, we will move on to the Fontaine special quest. Those have back into ENVA. There's going to be ENVA for that one, so we will cover that as well. Alright, thank you guys for everything. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone. Okay. All right. Peace out.